Here's the, I think it's a coyote skull I was telling you about.
Okay.
And then, you ever been to Moose Jaw?
Cool.
Here's Moose Jaw right here. It's, it's in multiple places, actually. You didn't know it, but Moose Jaw is multiple places, not just one place.
Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, right?
Yeah.
And Moose Jaw somewhere else.
Yeah.
And somewhere else.
Here, Dakota, take a piece. See, now Moose Jaw's over there. We've got... and
I have the best one.
Anyway.
Okay. That's kind of neat.
So, I guess I'll show you these first.
Okay.
These are nails. Oh, and a piece of magnetite. Feel this thing. This is a rock that will stick to a magnet, such as this one.
Holy shit. What the hell? Hold on a second. Yeah. Well, that doesn't work at all.
Nope. It's specifically this stuff. It's magnetite.
What the hell? That's so cool.
Yeah.
I have a magnet just like this. Did you get this out of a speaker?
Yeah, I think so.
I actually have a whole bunch.
There. So these are nails that actual miners used building their mine shafts into the hillsides and building their sluice boxes and who knows what else, building homemade wheelbarrows and whatever. And so there's all kinds of different sizes, and these, as we're digging up the ground, they end up in our sluice box, and I picked them out and saved them for you so you can weld them together and make something maybe. And there's different sizes, like here's a big fat one, you know, it's broken off obviously, but then here's a slightly smaller one that was complete.
Right, and they're all square.
Square nails, yep, from the late 1800s. And they get smaller. Let's see, where's some of the smaller ones. This was a smaller one, it's also broken off, but there's complete examples of all these different sizes in here. Here's another one, actually. This is a smaller one yet. That's complete. And there are even some that are tacks, just tiny little things. So here's a tack here, for instance.
Oh, that's tiny.
And,
that's like a brad nail today.
yeah, and like especially this one. Look at that thing.
Oh yeah, that's tiny.
Yeah.
How did you find that?
So in the sluice box, it showed up
because
we were using excavators, digging up the earth, running it through a mining plant, and then it is heavy, so it stays behind in our sluice box, and then I pick it out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of little treasures. This is a complete nail again.
Why are they?
That one's not even in bad condition either.
No, yeah, some of them barely have any rust on them. Just depends on where they happen to lie all these years.
Why are they square?
That's how they built them back then. I don't know. And if you look at some of them that are broken, maybe not easy to find one right now, but
that one's broken.
Oh yeah, okay. Look, it has layers. Here's a layer of steel. I think that these have 3 layers of steel smashed together.
Yeah, forged
and that's
together.
How they, yeah, that's how they built them. So they're folded 3 times or whatever.
Okay,
like what it appears to me.
Right.
So yeah, these nails are like 150 years old, and were actually used by real-time miners back in the day in their mine shafts and whatnot. There's some screws in here too somewhere. Here's part of one.
Okay. Do you think that's 150 years old?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Yep. And all of them are going to be flathead.
So they're using screwdrivers?
Yeah, they would have had flathead screwdrivers.
Dude,
it's possible that some of this stuff would have come later in time because that river's been mined, you know, all through the years.
When did the mine open?
Well, it's not a specific mine. This is all placer mines. So placer mines is people mining loose gold that's been carried down a river or stream, right?
Oh, okay.
So
it's not necessarily like a mine shaft. It's like the river plus shafts plus...
There's shafts everywhere. Yeah, there's...
Okay.
Mine shafts. There's mine shafts everywhere. Dakota and his dirty mind. No. Yeah, hide your face. So here's the screw.
Shame.
You see the flathead?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool stuff. That's that. So then also these boards that you're sitting on.
Okay.
This came from an actual mine shaft, and I have a picture of this shaft that I sent to you actually.
Okay.
And this one and this one came from the same mine shaft. Physically dug them out of the ground.
Wow, that's actually...
Yeah. The other side has more rod on it because because I think this is the side that was in contact
Sure.
with the dirt. But all in all, I mean, that's a solid board still.
Yeah.
This one's 6 feet long and it's basically 4 inches wide, 5 inches in places.
Right. There'd be a lot of people who wouldn't understand what's the significance of even wanting a piece of wood like this, but this is like way cooler than barn wood.
Yeah, this is handcrafted. The sawmill did not cut this.
Right, it's hand hewn, sort of like,
Yeah.
you can see where they were using the, what do you call it, the draw knife or whatever to cut that, or maybe just an axe or whatever, right?
I assume they would have had certain types of saws, so they probably cut this with a saw this
Sure,
way,
yeah.
and then cleaned it up with an axe and whatever, and you know, like the ends are tapered this way.
What is that? Is that a nail in there?
No, that one's a rock.
Oh, it's a rock, okay.
But some of these boards
Is it magnetic? No, it's not.
So then these ones here we dug up in a different spot and came out of a mine shaft that was completely buried underground, and it was all caved in and stuff, and so just pieces of wood were coming out. This is broken off, obviously.
Dude, could totally make like a treasure chest with that.
Here's a nail right here.
Oh yeah, nice. Is it magnetic?
Well, it should be.
Unless
they made gold nails or something.
Oh shit, I broke it.
Oh yeah.
Whoops. I wanted to see how stiff it was and I just broke it right out. Whoops.
This looks like a complete piece again. The end was cut here, cut there.
Dude, that is so cool.
You know, again, all hand cut. You can see the notches, like they must have been hitting this with an axe. It's
Sure,
something,
yeah.
you know.
I like, because this is just off of like the cut down a tree, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's like a roll top. I could make, dude, imagine a jewelry box, a small jewelry box made out of this from a freaking gold mine.
Yeah. 150 years ago. That piece of wood was cut down like 150 years ago.
But
Plus
that's
the life
like
of the tree, you know?
the connection from gold mine to
Yeah.
jewelry. Lots of jewelry, man. Dude, are you giving me this, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like suggesting things.
Well, so Mike would like to hear your ideas for what you might make out of this stuff, because he, like, if you make something super cool, he's probably gonna want to buy it.
Okay.
Hey,
So don't make anything too cool, or he's gonna buy it all.
what about those jerry cans? Are those 150 years old?
Yeah. These are antique jerry cans.
Sick.
They didn't have any gas in them, unfortunately.
How did
but-
they mold that plastic?
How do they even have the plastic? Was it an oil mine?
And this I think is Mike's favorite piece. Look at the size of this thing. It's
Yeah,
freaking heavy,
nice
too.
and chunky. Oh, it's probably waterlogged. No?
It's been drying out for
Weeks?
several weeks at this point,
Yeah.
but it's very heavy and very thick and pretty good condition. And Mike dug this out of the ground with an excavator too. And again, you can see all the markings from the axes and stuff as they were shaping this stuff, all
That-
by hand.
That is cool. Yeah, I could make something cool out of that. It's like this stuff has stories attached to it that like lumber, even like this, even though that's nice aesthetically, it just doesn't have
No.
this. This was a mine shaft. Those oak pieces there, that was a pallet.
And those are just cut by some random sawmill.
Yeah, exactly.
This was cut by an individual mining for gold in a very specific place, very specific time, you know.
Getting filthy rich, maybe?
If he's lucky, yeah. Here's another piece. I actually found this one in a creek. It's broken off on this end, but again, you can see
In a
shapes.
creek?
Yeah, it was just sitting there wedged in some rocks.
It's crazy how like the old growth stuff, it takes forever to rot away. Hey?
Yeah.
It has such tight grain, it's so dense that the water and elements don't get to it as quickly. Like if this was like one of these trees out here, it would be gone. It'd be rotted away to mulch. Although if it was under the water, didn't get much oxygen to it maybe.
Yeah, those conditions, it's very cold there. The summer is short, so
Sure,
the rotting
right.
season is pretty short as well. This is the coolest piece in my opinion. This is the entire piece. Somebody handcrafted this piece of wood for some very specific purpose.
Right.
Right, like
Yeah, they needed it
notches here,
to,
the
yeah.
nails and still in there, the nail head right there.
Oh yeah.
One nail here with the head broken off.
Dude, whatever I make out of these, I gotta like get you to write a story about or a write-up to explain like where it came from and its
Oh, yeah.
possible significance.
Oh yeah. So this again came out of the ground, was part of an actual mine shaft, and somebody cut this piece like to hold a rock just in the right way or whatever. You can only imagine what they did this for, but hand carved. Eh? Check that out.
That's pretty cool. You know what my guess is?
Yeah.
Toilet seat.
That's possible.
Just no hole. They're just like.
Just poop on the top of it.
Dude, I cut this notch in here, man. It's for your legs.
Maybe this was their toilet paper, actually. This is what they used to wipe with. I don't know.
Oh man.
So that's the coolest board in my opinion.
Yeah, that actually is kind of cool. Actually, really cool. I enjoy the like when it has a story.
Yeah.
Oh, you dropped my skull. Wait, are you giving me the skull too?
Oh yeah, you can have that.
Okay.
And the,
I like the teeth.
You can have moose jaw. Nobody
Okay.
wants moose jaw. You can have moose jaw.
What is this, a coyote?
I think so, yeah. And then there's this almost perfectly spherical rock we found in the creek and just thought that was cool. So we
Oh,
that thing.
that's not jade or anything.
No, it's just very round.
You guys might remember a while ago, Ken, last year?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, mined for jade. What did you mine for today, or this year?
Gold.
Gold, okay.
We were going for gold.
That's what I thought,
In a
yeah.
different area. The jade thing was just, we'd been there looking for gold also, and there really wasn't. But then we found out there was jade in the area, so then we were looking for jade, and that didn't really turn out either. So
Damn
went
it.
to a different area and went for gold again, and did okay.
I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to see the jade that they did pull out. Okay, what is this?
So this is just a rock that I pulled off of the shaker deck after it got washed, and I thought, oh, that's kind of a neat looking rock. And it's got crystals in it, so I'm assuming this is quartz, but they were
yeah.
actually growing in this rock, and
that's
they're
cool.
in all these
Oh,
little
yeah,
holes.
yeah.
And then here's something different. These are like,
Yeah, what is that? That looks like salt almost.
yeah, it's like a flower. So when these grow in deserts, like down in Arizona, California, they call them desert roses. And down there, I think it's
Wait.
selenite.
So,
is what the actual
okay,
mineral is.
okay, it's a mineral, not organic.
Right.
And there's some more in there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, it looks less like salt and more like, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain that.
So I don't know
Describe it.
much about geology, but I'm assuming that this
It's like,
is also selenite.
yeah, it's sparkling too.
Yeah, and like all over here.
Oh yeah.
The way it's growing, other than being stuck to this rock.
You know what it
it's
actually
just
looks like?
Desert roses.
It looks like clipped fingernails.
Yeah. Maybe some of your viewers are geologists and they can tell us. I mean, hey, maybe these are diamonds. Probably not.
Dude, imagine.
Really?
They're like, it's worthless. Send it to me.
So that one's pretty cool for that reason.
Okay.
This one was just, I don't know, what is that? You know, it's this rock is cleaved in half, and then there's this thing on it.
And it has like little like
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like a little
cool
monument
texture.
or something.
Looks like,
It's-
if you look at it from this angle, it looks like a city.
yeah, right.
Yeah, like what's
Might
that
look
city that
Looks like Lord of the Rings or something.
that Superman is from? What's that called? Krypton?
Mountain.
Oh,
Looks like
sure.
there's trees here.
If it was green?
That looks pretty sick.
Yeah, it's neat, eh? So swipe that one off the shaker deck.
Dude,
This,
that one.
yeah, this one's all sparkly. I don't know what this stuff is. I'm guessing it's maybe mica or something, but I don't know if that'll show up on your camera. But when you turn it around, just everywhere it sparkles,
Yeah.
and it's just the weirdest thing. It's
I'm
not
gonna
a
try
rock
to-
you'd expect.
Yeah, this camera is not so great at picking
Maybe
that
you
up.
can hold it in the sun a little better.
Yeah, it's sparkling. You can kind of see it.
It's yeah, and it's got that stuff all over it.
Yeah, that's neat.
Just didn't expect that in a little rock. There's this thing.
Okay, that is sick. What is that? That looks like some sort of like alien egg or something.
Yeah,
What? That's a rock, yeah?
yeah. I showed this to one guy, and he thinks it's calcite. That's what this stuff would be. So I'm guessing calcite in some other kind of soil, whatever material, and these things are quite fragile. They break off pretty easily.
Okay.
So it actually was nicer than this, but yeah, crazy, huh? Just veiny,
Yeah.
weird. Like, what is that? This may be a little less interesting. This is conglomerate rock. So this is a whole bunch of little pebbles that were part of a ancient stream bed, and probably from the weight of glaciers,
Oh,
who knows
just
how many tons of ice
fused
it got
together.
crushed back together into a bigger rock. Yeah.
Okay. It kind of looks like a reptile skin
Yeah.
camouflage sort of thing.
And all this stuff here is also conglomerate, bigger pieces of it, which we saved because we want to build ourselves a little rock crusher and crush it, because in this area we were finding gold nuggets with that same rusty color on the nuggets. And so we're thinking that the nuggets were coming out of that layer of material. And so there could potentially be gold in that stuff. This is all just, again, just rocks that have been squashed together under immense pressure. And all rounded rocks, all river rock.
Right. You're in the mountains when you do this, right?
Yeah.
Well, obviously if there's a glacier. What a stupid question.
Don't be sorry on yourself. I can't remember why that one's just more conglomerate. This one's kind of neat. It's just like it's ready to be set up on your desk.
Yeah, and it's got green and yellows in there on the side. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of have like a neat array of different textures and stuff.
Yeah, I liked how it was flat, so it's like just
paperweight.
Yeah, exactly.
For a geologist.
Yeah, exactly. Same with this one. It just sits
right.
like that. Here's a volcanically formed rock, I think, because of all the little pockets of it and whatever. And there's just a big hole in it.
Yeah,
so who knows what happened, but
that's kind of neat.
It's like a pen holder now. This is almost like a geode, but nothing cool inside.
Yeah, they forgot to put in the cool part.
I don't know if this is the rock that geodes form in or what. I have no idea, but
it almost looks like a snapping turtle face.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you gotta use your imagination a little bit, but that's kind of what that looks like.
Here's another rock. Just had some, what I assume is quartz or calcite banding going through it, and
it got knocked out mostly.
Yeah, it's just kind of neat. This one's almost like a...
Dude, that looks like some Roman...
Yeah, like a ruin, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like.
Ancient ruin.
That's kind of neat. I like that.
More conglomerate.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Similar to the other one.
Yeah, I still think that one's my favorite, but that's pretty cool too.
And this probably would have been about the same, but all the little fins got knocked off.
Right. Yo, this is from a spaceship. Those are cooling fins, like a heat sink from a spaceship.
It's aliens.
Dude, hold on. Is it magnetic? No, it's not.
What if it was?
Dude, if it was, dude, I'd freak out.
It's an advanced material,
right? They didn't want to getting into other planets' atmospheres just in case there were some sort of magnetic properties. They didn't want to get stuck in limbo.
Yeah. Another rock with crystals on it.
Right.
That grew on this rock or in this void.
By the way, how do crystals grow? Do you have any idea?
Not really, no. I think
kind of like how a mountain would grow, yeah?
No, different. Crystals, I think there's got to be water present, I think, and the mineral that forms the crystals is present in the water in solution and then accumulates. Did you ever do a science class project where you were supposed to grow sugar crystals? So basically you take a paper clip and you dangle it from a string into a jar. In the jar you put water and a whole bunch of sugar that you mix into the water. So you got sugar water.
Sure.
And the sugar crystals will accumulate on the magnetic, or on the clip, on the paper clip. And form a crystal on the paper clip. I think that was the extent of the experiment. We did that in like 7th grade or something. It's pretty neat.
Never did that.
Okay, and also think about stalagmites and stalactites.
Yeah. The ice skull things.
Yeah, it's always water, right? I think that's the same, but...
Oh, it is water, and like in the caverns and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're always like dripping, and then... Oh, and then sometimes they merge with the ground. Okay.
Now, in the case of crystals like this, though, it could be that it's just heat and pressure, and I have no idea. I don't know how they form. And I wish I was a geologist.
It looks like it.
Maybe some of your viewers can chime in if they know, because that's stuff I want to learn yet.
Yeah, that's actually cool. One of my cousins, Ashley's cousins, like he is a geologist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get him to come over at some point.
Yeah. You can't have all these rocks, by the way.
Oh, damn it. Can I have that
one? Maybe. I got to see if Mike wants it or not.
Okay.
I don't have a use for it. It's cool. I didn't want to leave it there, but I also don't want to store it, so maybe, yeah. This is one that Mike really likes.
Yeah, that's cool, too.
This one out, too, yeah.
Yeah, what is the white? Is that...
Probably quartz.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like pink kind of look... Or no, maybe that's more of a Maybe that was just the light. Never mind. As you move it, kind of like right in here and
yeah,
in here.
no, there is some kind of sort of pinkish
violet type color.
Yeah. And there's like these weird layers of something in there.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes you wonder like what was going on to form this thing, you know, back in the day. Dakota, on the passenger side, between the seats, I think, on the floor, there should be another small rock. Be fragile, careful with it, it's fragile. Or maybe it's in that little box. That's it, yeah.
That looks like a brownie. Or like, it looks like cake or something.
Yeah, it
Looks
kind
like
of.
it's some sort of dessert.
It does, like a fancy dessert with like.
Yeah. Looks like you could just bite into it.
Yeah, and it's kind of honeycombed. Like on the
Oh
end there.
shit! That's
Yeah.
a cool look.
Yeah, like how does that form, you know? And like I said, it's fragile too. These break off pretty easy. And it's very light. Feel that. It's like there's nothing to it. It's,
Oh wow, that feels like a piece of like wood almost. Wood?
balsa wood.
It
Super light.
Yeah, it's like wood is too heavy. Yeah, balsa wood would be. This is almost like a piece of
Like-
dense foam.
Or like piece of cake or something like that.
Right.
Somebody's got the money over here.
That actually kind of yeah. That's not heavy at all. That
Oh yeah.
a piece of cake that size would probably be the same heaviness weight.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, that one's one of my favorites too. What else do I have? Let's see. I guess I can show you some of this stuff. We've got some gold nuggets.
Yo! Look at that. You know, when I first saw it, when you guys first started mining when I was a kid, I hated the fact that gold doesn't look like fool's gold.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as shiny or anything. I mean, if it gets polished up.
Yeah, and this stuff has not been treated in any way, so this is as we dug it out of the ground. So here's one, for example, with that rusty color on it.
Oh, yeah.
That would have come, it was at least in contact with that rusty layer of conglomerate that we have, so
Right.
that's why we kept that conglomerate. Here's another one that has a rusty color on it.
Right. So let's pick out one that doesn't have any, just to give it a comparison.
Yeah, some came from different areas and they're shinier. But this is basically as found. It's been washed with water and that's it. There's no, hasn't been polished yet or anything. So any kind of, once they get cleaned up, they'll shine just like, they look fake when they're shined up. I don't know why. But
And they're heavy.
yeah.
Like, heavy for that. Like, this is like, it looks like a chewed up piece of gum, but it's much heavier.
Yeah. Yeah, there's, some of them have a lot of character. This guy's got some folding going on and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
But the coolest ones are right here. Ooh.
Oh, those are much bigger.
Well, some of them are.
Oh, that one
So-
is. Look at that.
This one is the biggest nugget that we found. That's 18 grams, which
Oh.
is a little bit more than half an ounce. So that nugget by itself is like $1,000.
$1,000, dang.
Yeah.
Damn. Why didn't you find any bricks out there, man?
We were looking, didn't find any.
Man, that's cool.
We weren't expecting to find anything that
So
large.
if that's about $1,000, how much would you say, like, say something like this would be?
That looks like gum.
That does look like gum.
So this one here is probably at 1.5 grams or so. I'm not good with the weights, but let's just say it's 2 grams, and a gram is about $60 US.
Okay,
right
so
now.
so this is
roughly
like
$120.
so $100 versus $1,000, let's say, just roughly.
Sure, yeah.
That's it's like that's insane to me that that's $1,000. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and that's $100. It's like, hey, how are you gonna pay today, sir? Cash or card? Like, well, I got this little piece of metal.
Well, so these are ones that we've set aside that we might look for some jewelry pieces out of to keep for ourselves. But I'm just gonna pour all this out there. How much do you think all of this is worth?
Okay, well, if that piece there is $1,000 and you got, okay, I would say, okay, let me just do some quick Indian math here. This is
say 10 grand.
10 grand, Dakota says. Okay.
okay. Let me just see here. Okay, let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's say 12 grand.
Okay. Well, you're both way off. This is about $27,000 worth of gold.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, my math made sense though, right? Like, but I guess
no, you're doing good.
so.
But the problem, the problem is that you're looking at this piece at its size. But look, it's got
there's a lot of
pockets in it, right?
A lot
It's
of
lots
voids. Yeah.
So these ones here have
Jinx, you owe me some gold.
Here's one that's kind of like a natural pendant already. It's got a hole right through it. Like you just put a chain in it, and
Sure.
there you go. Of course, shine it up and clean it up. This is our second biggest nugget. Is not this one, but our second biggest nugget was almost the same size, and it got smushed in half with something excavator or the between two rocks or whatever. So it got cut into two pieces. So
You got to be careful with those excavators around
Yeah.
these small pieces of gold.
Exactly.
What the hell? Like, hey, can you butter my toast? Watch my gold. Use the excavator.
Let's see what else we have here. So some of these have really unique shapes. These are just kind of large ones. This one here is shaped like a fetus.
Oh yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
This one here is shaped like a boot or a leg.
Or a kidney, almost. Not quite a kidney. An alcoholic kidney.
This one's kind of shaped like the state of California.
Oh yeah, totally. It totally is.
Here you go, Dakota. This one's shaped like a joint.
Nice. Yeah,
Dude, a nug.
that is cool.
Save this one for a minute. Let's see. This one's just kind of a big chunker. I don't know. It's kind of
Like a
neat.
booger.
It's
Yeah.
almost like a molar,
This looks like a
but not
tooth,
quite.
like a shark tooth.
Okay. Yeah. This
Yeah.
kind of look like a shark tooth. Yeah. And this one looks like a foot.
Yeah. Or it looks like a Dr. Scholl's.
Yes. Shoe insert. Yeah.
Are you gelling?
This one here is a penis.
Yeah.
This one here is Santa's stocking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This one here is a butcher knife or a fish.
That's kind of hard for me to see a butcher knife in there. I'd
Here's
see
the
more.
handle, and there's the big blade.
Oh, like a cleaver almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one's kind of like a chili pepper.
Were you thinking about this on the drive back home?
No, thought about this in camp when we were finding this stuff. This one's a tooth with a root.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Let's see, the other side is more so. Yeah.
yeah. That totally. Yeah, side profile.
Yeah. This one just kind of looks like wood grain. It's got some
Yeah,
really
I was gonna
neat,
say the same thing.
Can you get that close? If it shows up,
If it'll focus.
maybe the angle. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's like it's been folded together a bunch of times. Pretty neat.
Yeah. Well, if you think that you don't like that one, I'll take it.
This one's a Playboy bunny.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
Ah, of course it's not gonna focus. There we go. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally.
And
Okay.
then this one here is one of my favorites also. This one's a Yeti. So this is his face. That's his right arm.
yeah.
His legs. His
Oh
left
yeah,
arm.
yeah. So he's got like a mouth and some eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold
a
on, this
Yeti.
is focusing too much. I need it to be blurry so it looks more realistic. There we go.
Yeah.
Right, now that's Bigfoot you're thinking of.
Right. Okay. What?
Oh yeah.
To
and then
me-
this one.
To me, that
No.
looks like. Hold on. Turn it back around. That looks like a squished toad.
A squished toad.
Yeah, sort of.
Totally does. Like
Okay.
if this is his head, here, top view, right? Those are his legs that are like folded up on both sides, and that's his big fat body, and those are all his warts.
All right. Well, the reason I like this one, this is probably my favorite of all of them, is because if you look really closely, there's a bunch of square indentations in it. Actually, I'll get a magnifier.
Ah, we missed a gold member joke with that penis.
Oh yeah.
Where is it?
That's pretty funny.
I don't know where it is. Dang it, Austin Powers.
Right here.
Yeah, gold member.
Right.
It's like a key. What is that thing?
This is a magnifying glass,
Oh,
or a jeweler's loop, as they call it.
a loop. They always got to be fancy. They're like, let's call it a loop.
Oh, great. My battery died.
Of course it did.
Oh man. Well, I don't know if you'll be able to see this without the lights on. Okay, there you go.
Holy shit.
So if you look closely, you'll see square indentations everywhere.
Yeah.
Square corners.
Yeah, like right there.
So, yeah.
Not that I can point. I pointed to my screen. Yeah, right at the
Top right corner.
top right corner. Yeah, that's.
But
the
they're
most...
all over the place if you can get it at the right.
Hold on.
That kind of looks like a skull, bro. Like right here. Here's the
Okay, there you go.
sockets.
Look at it now.
Oh yeah.
In the top right corner, you can see 3 or 4 of them all next to each other.
It's like someone took a punch and like
Yeah.
punched it a bunch of times.
So I think that this piece of gold formed next to some other mineral like pyrite.
Oh,
that
right.
forms in cubes.
That's the fool's gold, right?
Right.
What?
Well, it can be, yeah. There's different kinds of pyrite too.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, I believe that this piece of gold formed next to something like pyrite. And
Dude,
that
and you
pyrite
know
left
what
the
happened?
Indentations, and then the pyrite, got...
No, you know what happened is that the pyrite looks more like gold. They took that and left this.
And some little gold goblins or pyrite goblins came out there and swiped it all. You don't happen to have, what is it, 2 AA batteries, do you?
I do. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Tra-la-la. Check out all this gold ash.
Wow.
Guess how much it's worth.
I don't know.
Just guess a ridiculous amount.
I'll give you a hint that they had, which is that this piece here is worth about $1,000.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say like 20,000, but is that crazy?
No, it's not crazy.
Okay.
So you're the closest, actually. It's about $27,000 for the gold.
Wow. That's great. It's just, like, it's so small.
Yeah, but it's very heavy. Like, if you put this into...
Like granola? It does look like granola. I guessed that it was 12 grand. Dakota guessed 10 grand.
10. What a dumb guess.
Not even half.
Not even close.
Well, I wasn't half either, but
Just feel the weight.
you could almost work out with this.
Seriously?
No.
Is that heavy? Oh, it is really heavy, though.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. Crazy. I don't want to smell it. Here.
No, it's got a cap that won't come off, so we're good there. Yeah, so...
Excellent.
You found this up there?
Sorry?
You found this there, too?
No, this is something that Mike brought, just a container.
Oh,
But we
oh,
put
okay.
all these nails inside it. These are nails that
Oh, okay.
the old timers were using in their mine shafts and sluice boxes. And a lot of the wood has rotted away and left the nails behind. And then we dig them up and they end up in our sluice box. And Josh can make something cool out of all this stuff. These are about 150 years old. Yeah. And I don't know how old this bottle is, but it's from the same era. Turner's Essence of Jamaica Ginger, New York.
Essence of Jamaica. I wonder what that is.
Essence of Ginger.
Oh, essence of ginger.
Essence of Jamaica Ginger, sorry.
Jamaica ginger.
Yeah. I think it was some kind of alcohol, like ginger flavored
Huh.
hooch, whatever, I don't know.
Hooch.
And the cork's still inside.
Right, yeah.
But unfortunately, the neck got broken.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we gotta break the whole thing now.
Yeah.
To get the cork out.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just like...
So, oh, look at this cork.
All right, have a good day.
I looked these up on eBay, I guess. In good condition, not broken, they're like $20.
Oh.
Oh.
But still neat. I mean, there's a 150-year-old bottle, you know.
Yeah, that is cool,
That
man.
some miner was swigging on, like,
Yeah, exactly.
couldn't find any gold, so he got himself drunk or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Off of this much, yeah, I guess. But then you'd be
Who
miserable.
knows what proof that
just
was?
in a cave, just
Dude, back in the day, that was probably like...
dehydrated. Tink.
It's like a flask, you know.
Yeah, that was probably basically gasoline, I bet.
Yeah. yeah, exactly.
No doubt.
But it tastes like ginger.
Yeah. All right, where were we? Okay, here's something else. It's pretty neat.
Oh,
Try to do this against
the tiniest gold, that's what they sell at museums. Is that gold?
museums. Well, there's all kinds of stuff in here, including one piece of gold.
Is that?
So
It's like impossible to see.
yeah, so that's why I've got this. You'll be able to see it through here. Okay. So actually, if you can see this piece, let me get a small nail to point at it with. This little speck right there, that's a piece of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now,
If I had to guess, that's exactly what I would have said.
now you can look through.
Does gold grow or something? I don't understand. Why is
It
it
doesn't
so small?
grow, no, it forms somehow. It like drops out of solution and oh, you know what? It works with a picture, but maybe the video camera's not picking it up.
It's too small.
The camera's not focusing properly.
Oh.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, don't move.
So the largest piece, sort of round piece there, is gold. Then the piece down to the
cylinder?
Yeah, the cylinder. It's actually square. So that's some type of pyrite, I think. It's perfectly square on the end, and then it's grown in like a column.
Okay.
So that's the kind of thing that would have left indentations, I think, in that piece of gold that I showed you.
Right.
And then this other stuff is...
What's the blue?
The blue one is actually not blue. It's a shiny little black rock, and I have no idea what it is.
Okay.
And
It's platinum.
I don't think so. Not that one. But all those other pieces you're looking at are some type of gemstone. So they're kind of pinkish, reddish in color.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some that are kind of yellowish and clear. The clear ones could be diamond. They could just be quartz. Who knows what they are? I have no idea. The pinkish ones could be like sapphire, I think, is one of the possibilities. And I got a bunch more stuff in here. So now if you can focus on that silvery metal thing is most likely either silver, platinum, or palladium. We don't know yet what that is either.
Okay.
And then again, some more gemstones. And if you could see them more clearly, you would see some of the facets on those gemstones. They're multifaceted.
Right.
But they're also worn. I mean, they've been in a creek. And let's see here. There's also one little green one somewhere. It's super tiny. There it is.
The green one, you think it's the emerald?
No, so the green one is all the way in the corner
Right
on
in
the
the
left
corner,
side
yeah.
there. It's the only green one that I spotted in all that sand, but I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I have no idea. And then there's a pink one beside it. There are some that are kind of amber colored. There's a large one kind of above and to the right of the green one. Again, could be diamond. Who knows? I have no idea.
Tiny diamond.
Fascinating, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what we're finding in sands that end up on our sluice box.
What? So you picked this out? You were just like, oh, hold on a second. I think I see a little tiny green thing.
So there's the gold. A lot of the gold, most of the gold is really small also. As the saying goes, if you go for nuggets, you go broke. So the nuggets are cool, but most of the money is in tiny bits of gold.
Like this small? Like
Yes, including and smaller. And so this heavy stuff, the tiny bits of gold, accumulates with black sands in the sluice box, and those black sands are what have all these little gemstones and stuff in them, all kinds of other minerals. Apparently there's probably like cobalt and all kinds of stuff. Actually, I have some that might be cobalt to show you. Let's see what's in here. This is just a cool looking rock that's,
oh yeah.
never mind the orange stuff, but it's a conglomerate again. It's been cemented together, a bunch of other little pieces of rock.
Yeah.
This one's kind of neat, some tigery.
Oh,
tiger
that's actually
stripes.
really cool.
Yeah.
That almost looks like a Bev Doolittle painting.
Oh.
Yeah, sort of.
Now these two rocks here are very shiny,
Oh yeah.
and they're also very soft,
And yeah. Those...
and they fall apart into glitter essentially.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and apparently this, I was told, is probably cobalt, but it's not very blue, so it's not a high quality or high grade of cobalt.
Yeah, and if it falls apart easily, that's not very... Or is it because its mechanism is the rock or whatever?
I don't know. You can take it and feel it and scratch a piece off if you want.
This isn't... What the heck? This isn't... This is
light, eh?
Yeah, that's light.
See that one?
That's like almost like a...
But look at how it shines.
Yeah, that's pretty cool actually.
Look how it shines for.
Another little piece
And it
of
was all slightly blue.
conglomerate rock. This was just an unusually round piece of magnetite, kind of like that bigger stone over there.
It looks like a deer turd, dude.
Yeah, but it's magnetic rock.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Let me see that. What?
No, not the rock itself, but it's got so much iron or whatever in it that it's
It looks like a old time bullet.
Yeah, like a musket ball.
Yeah.
What are those called? Is it called a musket ball? I don't know.
it could be, yeah. A very tiny cannonball for leprechauns? I don't know. This rock is neat. It's the color of tarnished copper.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a rock with that color. I don't know.
It's almost like
how
turquoise.
Yeah.
It looks
But it's
like
not turquoise,
It
right?
looks like a smushed like M&M or something.
Yeah. Skittle.
Skittle, that's what I meant.
These ones aren't that great. This one you kind of have to get it wet to see, but skip those ones.
That one's kind of neat though. It's almost like a shittier version of this.
Yeah. It's
Almost.
kind of like a shark tooth or something. I don't know if it is actually a piece of bone or what. I don't know. It's thin and
Sharp.
very light. Like feel that weight. It's nothing to it.
It's like a chip.
Yeah. Some other cool little artifacts. We've got just a random piece of metal that we found. Just thought that was really neat.
Yeah.
Piece of steel from 150 years ago. This is an actual copper nugget that I found in the sluice box.
Okay, and that's very similar colored to this.
Right, that's why I was wondering if that was somehow had some copper in it or something, but I don't know. And I scratched this up. You probably can't see it, but I scratched it, and right there you can see the actual red copper color.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to see that, but
Let's see if we can do this. Let me set it up first.
kind of hard to see. My camera kind of sucks for, well, anything in general, but
It looks like it's focusing there. Oh, it was. Anyway, you can see it shiny on that corner where I scratched the
yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah.
stuff off. So yeah, copper nugget. That's one of my favorite things also. I think. Here's a stone that's just kind of like the butcher knife.
Oh yeah.
I just thought that was cool. Almost the same size, same shape. Here are 2 pieces of buckshot that the miners probably used in their sluice box to help them catch gold, but I'm just guessing, I don't know. But this actual appears to be buckshot. It's a formed piece of probably lead.
That's some freaking big ass buckshot.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay.
We have this thing. I have no idea what this is. Some little piece of metal, but it doesn't stick to a magnet. It could be something like platinum, palladium. I have no idea. Oops. Could be something else entirely. I just don't know.
People who think that I pick up the strangest things because they don't know what I would do with it, they're gonna be like, "What the hell, man? That's like a paperclip."
And there's this thing. Kind of looks like a rock at first glance, but then you see this shoulder here.
Yeah.
It's definitely a formed piece of something, and again, probably lead. It's heavy.
Is that like
It's
a
broken
bit?
off.
Looks like a bit piece.
Yeah, but
Or a
what is
punch?
it? Like, yeah,
Could be a punch.
potentially. Although if it's lead or whatever, then that'd be pretty soft.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't.
And
Yeah,
this-
you would have to get just into much softer.
Doesn't stick
Material.
to the magnet. You know,
But it is metal, you think?
I think so. Yeah, feel it.
Could it not be petrified wood of some sort?
I think it's too. I don't think so. I really don't know.
Well, yeah, you know what? That seems more. Yeah, that's probably not correct. Someone would probably know though.
Yeah. This is another different mineral. I don't know what this is, but this is not the same as those cobalt rocks. What might be cobalt rocks, but it's also very shiny. But it's shaped completely differently. It doesn't break apart like glitter. It's
Right.
just got a crazy texture to it. I don't know what it is, but it's fascinating. And it's fairly light too. What we need is a XRF scanner. It's something that will tell you what minerals are in a certain thing.
Okay.
This, don't know what this is either. Scratched the crap out of a piece of glass with it though. Could be diamond, could be just,
That would be a massive ass diamond.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's
Well, it's
huge.
probably not quality anyway. I mean, it's
Yeah, sure.
probably not diamond. I
Make
don't
a-
see any facets on it.
Make a saw blade out of
But
it.
I don't know what it. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it is, but it's scratched glass deeply when we scratched the glass with it.
Dude, hold on. I'm gonna go get a piece of. Yeah, just. not that.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me.
Come on, me. Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't find a pane of glass, but
Okay.
that seems.
Well, here, see if you can scratch it with that.
Okay.
We scratched a window. Oh yeah, look at that.
Holy.
Oh,
Now scratch your fingernail across that. You can feel it. Like it's,
Oh yeah.
You got to use your.
I know. I can feel it just like that.
Yeah. So what is that thing? I have no idea.
Maybe that is a diamond.
There's probably other minerals, gemstone type minerals that are that hard. I don't know if quartz can do that. Let's see. Do you have quartz?
That is extremely easy. If this was easier to hold, I'm sure we could
oh yeah.
like.
Try just using the edge of this just for reference and see if this quartz can scratch that thing.
Okay, let's put that down. No. Hold on. Let me get a clean spot. Okay, here,
Yeah,
here.
actually, the quartz is just
Do the bottom or something.
disintegrating on it.
Yeah.
When I did that.
Oh, no. Well, kind of a little
Yeah,
bit.
it is. Although the quartz is also breaking apart.
Yeah, this thing here is not breaking at all.
No.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's so easy. Like what the heck? You could use this as a chalkboard almost, like a piece of glass in this thing.
You can use this for making art on there. You can etch the glass.
Oh, that would be kind of cool actually. But I'd need a better tool.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, that was neat. Don't know what that is. This here is a nugget that is, again, either probably silver, platinum, or palladium.
That kind of looks, because it's like
It's like a golf club head.
yeah,
It's even
because it
curved
looks
like
it looks so gray. When you say like platinum is like so,
It's like a wedge.
yeah, kind of does look like a wedge.
Platinum is so what?
It's like so dark, is it not?
No, I don't really know. I've seen comparisons. I went searching online after I found this, and I've seen pictures side by side of silver, platinum, palladium, and they're all very similar. And given that this hasn't been cleaned or anything, who knows what it actually looks like. I mean, I don't think it's silver. Maybe it's palladium. I have no idea. I don't know. Need one of those XRF scanners. Actually, there is an acid test you can do as well, which I bought and is going to show up at home. Here's a bullet,
Oh yeah,
probably a 22. Some miner.
He obviously shot
Some miner. Yeah, he shot another miner. Got into a fight, you know.
Could have, yeah.
Screw you! This is my claim. Bang.
Or he was probably just like, "Screw you, partner."
Yeah. This is a rivet from a pair of Levi's jeans from May of 1873. Just like this. It's this rivet.
Right.
Just like that. And it says right on there, LS and CO, which is Levi Strauss and Company,
Right.
on the back side if you
Yeah.
look at it very carefully. Or maybe I'll do this. And it says Pat, May 1873, and SF for San Francisco. I don't know if that's going to show up in there. Yeah. Kind of.
That's freaking sick.
So some poor old miner's jeans were falling apart. There you go. LS and CO at the top upside down. Then SF on the left side. And then upside down is May 1873. And on the right hand side it says Pat for patent. Yeah. Cool, huh?
Excellent. Is it magnetic?
It's probably brass, so no.
No, it's not. Is the bullet magnetic?
No, probably lead.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, button.
There's a button. It says improved patent in some fancy type. Let's see if I can get this thing to show up. Well, whatever. You don't really need to see it that close,
Yeah.
but
It's a button,
it's a button.
which is kind of cool.
It'd be cool if there was any button experts watching this and they could tell us what kind of button or what year this might have come from or where. It just says improved patent in a fancy lettering.
I didn't know there was such thing as button
And
experts.
It's 2-hole. Oh yeah, there's people who collect this kind of stuff. Maybe more related to like.
Dude,
Civil
what
War
if it's
clothing or
worth
whatnot.
more than the gold? $27,001.
Yeah. And then there's another button we found. This is the first one we found.
Oh, it's got 4 holes in it instead of 2.
Yep. And it says J Smart on the, like J, like the letter J, Smart, and Walbrook, W-A-L Brook. And then here's a number 32 or 33 or something. I can't make out quite what that digit is. But yeah, so we found a couple of buttons off some poor old miner shirts or whatever. The only reference I could
Or
find...
rich old miners.
Yeah, or that, yeah. Well, I call them poor old miners because they work their butts off.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see what the rocks that they moved? Oh man.
Oh, you can still see like the remnants of their excavation. And
Yeah,
stuff?
they've got piles of rocks that they moved by hand and stacked up, and they're still there.
Like with like freaking logs as levers and shit.
well, most of them
Because they didn't have machinery, did they?
Right. Well, they had like wheelbarrows and the one mine shaft that these two longer boards came out of. We think that they might have had a trolley cart in there because there were two vertical pieces of lumber sticking out at the bottom of the shaft.
Like a track.
Like track, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah. So they, you know, had some tools, but nothing. It was all hand.
Right.
and
And
powered.
probably nothing even
Man-powered.
pneumatic
No, not at that time.
or
Not out there. No.
hydraulic or anything like that. Nothing like that.
Later, there was hydraulic mining on that river, which is where they used water cannons to blast the hillsides and wash it down.
Oh, they probably started from up high,
They
And it like
they would stay down low and just blast the hillside with water.
yeah, but where'd they
cannons
get the water from?
right in the river? So they pump it out of the river.
Oh,
here,
so they had a pump. Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe like they
but
started
that came
up,
later.
up high, and the water ran down these hoses,
Oh,
and
no.
the hoses got smaller and smaller and smaller, because that would build up pressure.
Yes, it would, but no, not this. The kind of hydraulic mining I'm talking about came decades later, I think.
Okay.
So there's that. And this is also one of the coolest things we found.
A dime?
A
nickel.
US dime
That's a big dime though.
from what was this again? 1868.
It looks like it's the size of a almost the size of a nickel. This is bigger than a dime.
It says 1 dime on it.
Yes, it does. 1 dime.
So that back then was probably $10 or $100 or something. I don't know.
Dude, the guy
That's a
was
lot of
chapped probably. He's like,
Yeah.
what's on the back there? 1868. What
Yeah.
is the figure?
It's seated Lady Liberty, maybe. I forget. I looked it up. but I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
remember
okay,
now.
that makes sense. That would make sense.
Something like that.
That's probably really hard to see. Like, I can hardly see it.
Yeah, it's badly worn, and I looked up the value, and really badly worn ones like this are maybe worth $20 if you're lucky.
Okay, well, that's cool.
But it's cool, so we're.
It has a
yeah.
cool story attached to it too. You found it randomly in the middle of the mountains of nowhere land.
Where mining was happening, where we found
Right.
all this stuff. I mean,
Right.
this is the.
Hopefully, the guy who lost that found at least $10 worth of gold.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that about it?
I think it is. If I remember anything else, I'll let you know. But I think that concludes. Yeah. I'll have to look in my truck. I got shit stashed all over the place.
That's so cool. If you guys want to see this whole thing, make sure that you follow the link to that I'll have in the description. Now, if you actually followed the link to this video, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
And if there's any geologists out there that have a clue about any of this stuff, I'm fascinated to learn anything about any of it.
Yeah, his phone number is 555. I'll put a link in the description to his YouTube channel, and you can message him somehow that way.
Okay, yeah. Not that I'm ever.
No, but you
posting
might
there,
you might
but
get
yeah, I'll get the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.